Alrighty, what is up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you with the Slammiversary 2013 review, which I watched live on my iPhone from a family barbecue. I've had 2 beers. I'm having a good day today. Even though the boss man made me go to work today on my day off and I didn't want to go, I said no, no, no. And he said there was nobody else. So, yeah, knowing me, I sacked up. And I went up and I did it. X Division match kicked off the whole show. Honestly, this was the saving grace for me for the X Division. I was ready to throw the towel in. The last few weeks of TV, I haven't just been really feeling these 3-way matches for all of them. Save the 3-ways, I think, for the pay-per-view. Have the normal TV matches be one-on-one, but Kenny King, Chris Sabin, and Suicide really worked. It being an Ultimate X Division match, I think probably helped out a whole lot. All 3 guys were climbing up on the top, trying to get to the belt. It was Kenny King went for Suicide's mask, and in order to protect his identity and not lose the mask, he dropped down, which left Sabin and Kenny King up there. Sabin was able to grab the belt, and Sabin became a title. It was an awesome moment to kick off the show. Everybody knows everything that Chris Sabin's gone through in order to get back into wrestling over the last 2 years, hurting the one knee, then hurting the other knee in his comeback match. And it was just an awesome moment. And to cap it off, Hogan came out there to try and put, Sabin over, saying it was a big moment, saying that, he should hold on the title until Destination X, then cash it in and try to become, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, just like how Austin Aries did it. Was that last year? Yeah, that had to have been last year because they haven't done one since. But awesome moment. That was, capped off by Ace and Nate's coming out. The second they came out, Chris Sabin was nowhere to be found. Like, he just teleported out of the arena, I guess. I don't know why you always see TNA when they're confronted by Ace and Eights, like how nobody cares to back these guys up. I know how that they have their little army, which is set up mostly by Samoa Joe and Magnus, but it seems like, why wouldn't, Chris Sabin stand out there and try to defend Hulk Hogan? 3 guys are coming down that probably want to kick his ass, and Sabin's like, I got the X Division title, I'm hitting the high road, I'm done. Basically, they go through this whole promo. I don't know if they were wasting time or what they were doing. The whole reason of this promo was to announce the 6-man match that was already announced on Impact, and everybody acted like they didn't know this was coming. Am I the only person out there that watches Impact? I just was very, very surprised. I said TNA is the only company that can announce an already announced match. From there, we went into Samoa Joe, Magnus, and Jeff Hardy going up against the team of Ace and Eights, Bischoff, Briscoe, and Anderson. Nothing really surprising happening with Jeff Hardy. I was looking to see something from him that would either have him being overwhelmed to be back into the world of wrestling after contemplating retirement, or him sort of not wanting to be there. Not like Victory Road, but, something along those lines. I was looking for something, with him not really wanting to be there mostly, but nothing happened. Jeff Hardy with the Swanton for the win. From there we go to the Bound for Glory series match. The winner of this, it was a tournament from the Gut Check dudes, and one of these guys got their shot to get in there. I didn't give a shit about this match. I can't even tell you who won. I didn't even care to look up, who won this match when I looked it up. After this match, they did a promo with Joseph Park in the back. Joseph Park got the shit kicked out of him by Aces and Eights, which then led to the Devon versus Joseph Park for the TV title, which nobody really even knows it even exists. Joseph Park was counted out. He never came out. So Devon was the victor. He wanted to run it in a little bit more, and basically he was saying that even if Abyss was there, Devon would kick Abyss's ass. Abyss came out, started a match, very, very short match, Black Hole Slam for the win, and your new TV title holder is Abyss. And now Abyss is going to go into the back, and he's basically going to act just like how Devon did. You basically never knew that Devon was the TV champion because he never defended the title. He just wore it around his neck all the time. Now Abyss, a guy that really isn't on TV all that much as they're developing this character and bringing him back, is going to be your champion. And he's going to be nowhere on TV. So your TV champion is not going to be anywhere on TV anytime soon. So we'll see how that works out. Everybody comes out with a Hall of Fame announcement. Big surprise. Kurt Angle is the one who gets it. He was honestly really emotional. Really felt that he really deserved this. Really felt that he, you could see, that he really felt good that he was being honored like this. And he even put over a lot of guys like James Storm, Robert Roode, AJ Styles. Lots of guys like that really deserve this. I think he even said Jeff Jarrett's name. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he said Christian Cage's name, but I'm pretty sure to the fact that he said that he wished that Jeff Jarrett would have got this announcement. And honestly, he was the guy that I thought was going to get in there. From there, we go to the Elimination Tag Team Championship match. You got the champions went in there, Team Chavo. They lost. They were eliminated from the match due to a belt shot from Rude and Aries. Bad Influence was in there, and it came down to, they got disqualified because of a belt shot, too. I'm pretty sure they got disqualified because of that. But the match came down to Rude and Aries against Gunner and Storm. James Storm was able to super kick, and then it fell into Gunner doing the torture rack. He was able to get the tap out for the win, and you have new tag champions in Gunner and Storm. I wasn't expecting them to get the titles on them, and it's one way of getting Gunner over and really getting him into that front pace. But, for me, I'm at a bitching and complaining because they're not really pushing James Storm as what I want him to. I have no idea where he's going and what they're doing with him, but it's enjoyable for me to watch this guy's matches and everything, so I can't complain that much. From there we go to, honestly, this was the match of the night. Write this down, search it on YouTube right now. As soon as you can find this match, watch this match. No joking, all jokes aside, swear to God, Gail Kim versus Terrence Terrell, fucking match of the night. They delivered. Honestly, they had one of the biggest matches that was being pushed on there. I could say up to about 3 weeks ago, Terrence Terrell was being pushed to the moon. I don't know what happened, but it died out. Terrence Terrell and Gail Kim beat the holy hell out of each other. I didn't know until the match started, but this was the last man standing match, and there was a lot of people out there that were tweeting that this last man standing match between two chicks in TNA was better than the last man standing match they had on the last WWE pay-per-view between Ryback and John Cena. That's saying a lot. These girls, basically it was Terrence Terrell. She did sort of like a bulldog move off of the ramp onto the floor, not expecting that from chicks at all. But she was able to pick up the win. From there, we went to AJ versus Kurt, your newest Hall of Famer, against the guy that everybody was expecting to get the next title shot at the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. From there, those guys had the match that you guys would think they would have. It was an awesome match. They beat the holy hell of each other. They were rolling around on the floor. Finally, Kurt was able to roll him up. Kurt was able to get the win. And from there we go. I don't know what the hell they're doing with this, but maybe they wanted AJ to put somebody over before he got in this monster push to win the Bound for Glory series. Why you would have to put over somebody like Kurt Angle, who's going into their Hall of Fame, I guess that's not enough to put the guy over right now. But I was even thinking about this. Either one of these guys, it would be an awesome moment if Kurt was able to win the Bound for Glory series and go into the Hall of Fame before his big match against Bully Ray. But to me, I don't know what you've been doing with AJ Styles if he doesn't win this either, especially putting him in that match, saying he wouldn't get a title shot for almost a year, but I can't believe that this is almost over. Bound for Glory! I haven't even said it yet. I'm so fired up. Honestly, if you ask me right now, fuck SummerSlam. It's all about Bound for Glory. I'm meeting Hulk Hogan, baby. Yeah, come on. Then we go from there. Bully Ray versus Sting. This match was fucking awesome, too. This was really good stuff. A lot of stuff I'd never seen before. Bully Ray pulled a knife out. He pulled a little Tank Abbott from WCW Nitro. He didn't take it to Sting, though. Would have been awesome if he really did take it to Sting. Stabbed him right there in the middle of the ring, and that's the way he did it. But he actually took a knife to the mat and pulled it back to where the boards were exposed. Gave him the pile driver, which he called the shot before it even told him. In the last promo before the match, he told Sting, "This is what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to pile drive you, and that's how I'm going to win." And it didn't work out. Sting was able to kick out. Ace and Eights made two different run-ins. Devon came down with the chain, and then Mr. Anderson came down with a hammer. While you're having run-ins during the world title match, earlier in the night, you had Hogan come out. Nobody wanted to help Hogan. Chris Sabin even disappeared. In your main event, you have Sting. You got members of Ace and Eights running all over the time. I forgot about the other run-in. You had, I think it was Knox and Doc, they came down at one point. So, like, remember, the Ace and Eights are all over this match. Nobody cares. No Samoa Joe, no Magnus, no nobody. Long story short, there was one point of the match when everybody thought the screw job was coming. They saw Brooke come out. Sting was in the advantage, but Sting told Brooke to go back into the back to get out of harm's way. They were able to wrap it all up. Bully won, and he's going to go on. I don't see him really losing this title. I see him carrying it all the way to Bound for Glory. Thumbs up. This title reign really works for me. It's really good. I love Bully Ray as a champion. This match was awesome. Not going to go as far to say that I wish I would have bought this show, but I'm going to tell you that I'm awful glad that I paid all this money for the Bound for Glory thing. And it's not just because I wanted to meet Hulk Hogan and sit front row and hang out with a ton of cool people down there in San Diego. But we'll go from there. Peace out, everybody. You guys have fun.